Home Reflections about this beautiful metallic poinsettia and berry wreath. Stunning. It is just gorgeous. And oh my goodness, for $31, are you kidding? Robert, I'm sure will concur because he is an interior designer in Carmel, California. And I know, Robert, welcome, by the way, my friend. Nice to see you. I know that you probably scour the area when you're doing holiday decor for one of your clients to find just the most fabulous, sparkly, amazing things, especially when it comes to a wreath, which a lot of people are going to hang over their fireplace or someplace special in the home. You're not going to find something like this for $31 in most places.
Well,
not hardly.
There aren't any places I can think of. And Carolyn, I have to share an embarrassing story. I attempted to build my own wreath recently, and I can just tell you this. It ended up turning out very nice. However, I spent about 5 or 6 times this amount.
Oh, wow. I can imagine.
And if I had it to do over again, I would have just put this one up because what we're bringing you is 24 inches. You said earlier about another wreath. 24 inches is really that
sweet spot.
That sweet spot. And what I love about this one is this is the perfect marriage of all finishes. So you've got the metallic poinsettias, you've got the glitter-tipped berries, you've got all of that wonderful greenery and the matte leaves. So you're really getting the matte with the shiny and the glitter tip. I think, honestly, depending on your decor, you could use this year-round, especially if you decorate more in that, you know, that glamorous, or you want to bring in a little sophistication year-round. I love it.
Very pretty. I love the colors that they've done here because there's some silver, but there's also like some champagne and some gold, and everything's just been lightly colored. Like the pine cones, you can still see that they're brown, but they've got those tips of that beautiful sort of a champagne color on them. Isn't that gorgeous? Wow.
Absolutely beautiful. And what I also love about this as well, we're giving you those LED lights. So you do have 20 LED lights throughout
a little battery pack. Let me turn it around so you can see right there.
Function off of 3 AAA batteries, and you get your wonderful timer as well. So if you're hanging this on a door or maybe somewhere up higher in your home, you can literally set that timer and you don't have to worry about it. You have this beautiful illumination that is subtle all around all these metallic and glitter-tipped greenery pieces. It's wonderful.
I love it. Okay, wait, we brought the lights down. Wait till you see this. I'm going to sit down. So look how pretty.
That's gorgeous.
So I think this is stunning. And, you know, I love some of my decor to be fancy and elegant like this. And then some of it's just kind of more homemade and mittens and cookie cutters and things like that. I kind of have a different theme going in different rooms of the house, but something like this is just stunning for your formal living room, or if you have just that room that's always kind of like your special room that stays fancy. You know, we all have kind of that little fancier room or a fancy corner of a room. This would be absolutely perfect. It's just gorgeous. Oh my goodness.
Another great idea. So one of our viewers wrote to me and said, "Oh my gosh, I picked up 2 and I'm doing them in the center of my dining room table for Christmas and Thanksgiving season."
Pretty.
So that's another great idea as well. You could style this with a beautiful table runner and some LED candles, and then now you have this sophisticated, elevated tablescape.
Oh my goodness, I'm thinking of our Luminara candles that some of them are glittery, like silver and gold. Oh my gosh, that would be so gorgeous inside the center of this, sitting flat on a table. I love that idea.
I love that idea too. And I just think what an elevated way. If you want to bring in a little glamour, this is the way to do so. I like to mix my decor as well. Like I'll have some rustic with some more shiny pieces. And I just love the marriage of everything together. It's like a lot of different things make up a lot of beautiful things. So think about that when you decorate. Try to mix and match, just because it adds character and it's a conversation piece really when people visit.
I love it. And then the back of it is done in kind of this grapevine that everything is attached to, but even the back is spray painted with that beautiful silver. And then you have your clear battery box. So let's for a second. So this is a 6-hour timer mode that you can set on this box, and it's for 3 AA batteries. So that's going to last you for the season if you have it in that timer mode. And Robert, this is an indoor only wreath, correct? Obviously, it looks like you would not put something like this outside.
Correct, indoor only. But I think wherever you put it in your home, you will really appreciate the sophistication of it all. It is really a gorgeous piece. I think once you see it in person, you'll appreciate it even 10 times more because it really has all the detail. Our Home Reflections team, our design team, they work around the clock to bring amazing, sophisticated pieces, and this is a prime example.
We have now less than 450 left. I will tell you,
wow.
and you all watching, probably Robert, you included, you probably have one of those fabulous garden shops in your town that becomes like a Christmas wonderland during the season, or maybe year round they have like a Christmas area. But during the season, you go there and they have like walls of fabulous wreaths and garlands and trees and just all kinds of things to decorate with. It's just like so fun. It's like going to an amusement park to go to one of those places. But the wreaths are always like so expensive. Seriously, even a wreath this size, you're talking $100. You know, some wreaths are like $300 or $400, aren't they?
They are. I walk in and I look, but I walk out always empty-handed because it's just, I can't, it's just hard to justify that kind of money for, just for me at least. But so I love that Home Reflections brings these pieces and they're affordable and they're absolutely beautiful.
I love it. So this is super popular and we don't have a lot of these left to go around. This is a clearance price. You are saving about $17 over our original price on this. And it's on 3 payments of $10.49. Robert, how would I store something like this? What would you recommend? Should I save the box that it comes in and just put it back in there every year?
Great minds think alike. Yes, I always save my boxes because they're just slightly larger than the wreath itself. So remove your batteries because if we're going to store it for a year, we just want to take those batteries out, put it back in the box. I use a little bit of packing tape and then I stick it in my closet and wait till next year. I
love that you've put this on the fireplace with that gold deer. You know, I'm thinking that if anyone watching has other gold or silver or metallic type of decor, this is going to blend right in. But honestly, even if you have just a traditional green Christmas tree with, I usually have that, my main tree usually has like a hodgepodge of ornaments we've collected and things that have my dogs on them and, you know, all kinds of stuff. And then there's always some sparkly things mixed in. But maybe you have just that real specific, sophisticated idea of wanting to do metallics with a little pop of red. And I think something like this would work either way.
I couldn't agree more. Especially, I typically tend to decorate with more muted things. However, I like a splash or a pop somewhere. So for me, I would bring it in like I have my mantle decorated very, it's sort of tonal and very simple, but I love this pop with the wreath. You get the metallic, you get the glitter colored or coated berries. It's just a way to sort of jazz things up. It's almost like jewelry, right? Yes. And this would be the really great pair of earrings.
Exactly. Or that brooch, right?
Or that brooch.
So I'm thinking too, at 24 inches, it is the perfect size, as we said, kind of that sweet spot. But I also like a 24-inch wreath. If you have like a large hallway mirror in your foyer, like we have an oval shaped mirror that's got kind of like a gilded gold and kind of metallic frame to it. I always hang a wreath like this in that mirror because it's not really a mirror that you're using to get ready in the morning and you have to look at your outfit or something. It's just a one that kind of reflects the light in the room. And I think something like this would be perfect in this size. Maybe also you have wall art that maybe you take down for the holidays and replace with some wreaths like this. And I'm thinking in your dining room or someplace, maybe you have a formal living room with that piano or wherever. This would be a really pretty wreath for a room like that.
I love it. I think you could, that's the great thing about wreaths, right? So and traditionally we put them on our front door, but you can really do so much, whether it's like we talked about a minute ago, a tablescape or floating in the middle of a mirror. That's one of my go-tos always. So you can really have fun with it. And I think this piece is just so beautiful. You will not regret it. And again, it's that pop of glamour. And regardless if you decorate on the glamorous side or more of the simple side, this is a great piece to work into your decor.
Now we have fewer than 400 left to go around for the season. Remember, this is not being brought back for whatever reason. So please get it while we have a nice price reduction of about $17 on it. Robert, thank you so much. Now, wait, do we have you more in this show? Or?
Yes, I'm on.
We have you for one more thing. Oh, our hanging,
shortly.
Those gift tags. These were so popular the last time we saw.